Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. It's not perfect, but I like it. Wayne and Garth, Bill and Ted, Dante and Randall. Gen X had a lot of comedy-driven duos that provided a small but reasonable counter to the culture of materialism at the time. Nothing major, but the disenfranchised commentary on the flaws of selling out and the apathetic nature of being powerless in your 20s spoke to a generation. Okay, maybe more so Clerks than fucking Wayne's World, but you get the point. I wish more people would think about Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. It's not an exciting movie. It's not something that will keep you on the edge of your seat. In fact, knowing most of my audience, you fucking nerds will probably hate it. But it's okay, because I, Synthcool, like the movie. You might say the movie has no real hook, but I disagree. The concept of a high school reunion is fascinating, as it's a staple of society. It's a good and necessary tradition to reunite with your former peers to remind yourself of your youth. However, the one flaw is that there's a hidden rule of dominance and submission with status, where people don't seek out high school reunions as a cooperative celebration, turning it into a cold, calculating societal function based on hierarchy. The hidden rule was ultimately the main talking point of the cinematic major motion picture. Romy and Michelle spent most of the movie worrying people will think they are losers, since they don't have a lot of money nor boyfriends. So they think about working on a lie to impress people. This is in contrast to their classmate, who doesn't care due to having a shitty high school experience. The comparison with the duo and her is fascinating, and I'm glad they became friends at the end. Even though I wish there were more scenes comparing their contrast in terms of cynicalism versus desperation to be liked. The film style is quirky but balanced. Comedic moments are bizarre but restrained. I like the colorful type of deadpan the film generates. Really gives it a distinctive style. So if you don't want me to spoil Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, then stop this review of Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Okay, cool. Now getting back on track of my review of Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, there is a dream sequence that doesn't introduce the fact that it's a dream sequence. This actually plays with the audience in a way of seeing how much of the antics in the dream seem believable in the world the movie has set up. A part of me feels that the time used by this sequence could have been used to showcase the other side characters, but it is also a good look into the psyche of Michelle, the one who had the dream. Her vision of a future without friendship. The two of the duo have traits that give them both an identity while still having enough in common to be best friends. The movie is about friendship and humility, as we learn that even people we are intimidated by also put on fake masks too. They learn to be themselves. They are both into fashion, and honestly, the fashion in the movie is quite bitchin'. The fruit, the card shirt, those dresses, it's stylish. Also, the soundtrack of the movie just fits the mood of the scenes. Devo, Howard Jones, the Go-Go's all fit in the movie nicely. I will say in my review of Romy and Michelle's high school reunion, there is a character that really doesn't work in the narrative. The former nerd turned billionaire. I'm going to have to take points away from the movie for it. I feel like there could have been a real message in the movie to tell the nerd off, like, hey, stop obsessing over a girl who had no interest in you. While the dance scene was nice, the thing with him and Michelle felt forced and low-key a contradiction of the film's message. However, the saving grace is that she's not head over heels in love with the nerd, as there's an awkward moment like this. This is why the film's deadpan style kinda saves the movie from stuff. It can also be assumed that the dream sequence is proof that their marriage won't really be that happy. I don't know, I just felt them getting together was kind of forced, but it could have been worse. Another flaw in the movie is that it's a tad low-brow in some regards. Some of it works in a charming manner, and some of it doesn't. It does feel like this movie was made without thinking if it would hold up decades later. It does hold up, but I felt another rewrite of the script could have perfected it in a more noticeable classic. I like the movie a lot, but I'm not going to recommend the movie, because you really do have to be in the right mood to like it. The main characters are what makes the movie work. In a way, these feel like episodic characters. Like, I want to see the main duo and their new friend in a TV show. It would have made a good single-shot sitcom series. Ironically, this was originally pitched as a TV show, That didn't get picked up. I haven't seen the original pilot, so I can't make much of a comment.
Anyway, I might be generous, but I like the movie. I give Romeo and Michelle's High School Reunion a 7 out of 10.